The piece of advice that I'm about to give is going to be very weird, but it's specifically from a Magic Club, guys. Now, you can't only use this if you're in a Magic Club, you can use it if you're not in a Magic Club, but the Magic Club is a perfect place for this because you've already got a group of people who are interested in improving their ability to perform magic. Now, normally, you don't need to improve upon sleights. If you need to improve upon sleights, that's something else, and that's something to be addressed. And that can be done personally or a litany of other places, like other books and other videos, and also in the club itself. But sometimes people struggle on how to sort of organically improve their ability to perform, their ability to have the gift of gab, to speak clearly, to deceive clearly. And one thing that I think is going to be an invaluable tool for Magic clubs, especially in the age of digital experiences, of AI. We're really looking for that togetherness, really looking for that personal connection. Magic clubs should immediately adopt playing social deduction games. Now, there's a wide range of these types of games. I'm going to give you a couple of recommendations at the end of this video. But basically, to explain them, it's the type of game where normally people are given some kind of like secret identity or secret role or something like that. That throughout the course of the game, they're trying to hide that role from the other players. So in the example of a game called Werewolf, there's a bunch of people around a table or around a room. You're playing with, 8 people, 12 people, 20 people even. And some of those people, some low percentage, are given cards that say werewolf, and the rest of the cards say villager. And you have special villager powers and different things like that, but that's besides the point. The werewolves, every single night, they wake up. So everyone closes their eyes for the nighttime phase. And then the game moderator, which would be me in this case, I would say, okay, werewolves wake up. Then I'd have 5 people open their eyes. And I would say, werewolves, now you have to decide who among the villagers do you want to kill tonight. Then they point, they deliberate through mime, right? And they point, and then they all close their eyes. Everyone wakes up together, and I say, Jerry has been killed by the werewolves, and now you guys as the villagers, you get to decide who you want to exile from the town, or hang, or kill, or whatever. This game is a game of detective work, real detective work, if you are the villagers, if you're the ones without knowledge. But if you're one of the werewolves, the game is about lying and deceit and sabotage and trying to sow chaos among the villagers. So this type of game really gives you a playful, not really high stakes, a playful hands-on experience with lying, with social cues and with social awareness. It gives you a very clear path to empathy because you have to know what these people are thinking at all times in order to continue to deceive them. And maybe even you have to manipulate them. And whether you are believable or not is paramount in magic and in your own false claims, whatever you're making. And so if you get caught out a lot in werewolf because you just can't keep a straight face, or you're just not a very good werewolf, or you're not, or if you can't figure out who the werewolves are by noticing who might be less comfortable with lying. These kinds of games are really, really useful for developing those social awarenesses that we all need as magicians and as performers. So I highly recommend. A couple of my favorites are Werewolf, obviously, that's a really good entry game. Another game called Secret Hitler that runs 9 or 10 players is great. Oop, that's spooky, my lights just went out. And I'll give you one more, which is called Witch Hunt. And Witch Hunt is one that runs, ideally, I think it's about maybe 12 players. You can play anywhere between 8 and 12 players. Werewolf, however, can be for massive games. You can play 30, 40 people in a game of Werewolf if you wanted. So I hope that helps. I'm going to go see what ghosts have shut off my lights.